Gemini, what do we have for Gemini? Hey, this is your season, Gemini. This is your season. So we gotta see what do we have. Gemini season, air, third house, communication, learning, little short travels. Your environment, your surroundings. But look, we got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Star, the Knight of Wands, the Hangman, and the Moon. So look off the bat, Gemini. The Knight of Swords. You guys are already ruled by Mercury. You think a lot. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts coming in. They pop in, they go through your brain, they go through your mind, and you're immutable. So like you're willing to be open-minded about certain ideas, right? Certain thoughts. You're like, I don't know, maybe this one, maybe that one. But with the Knight of Swords, you're already focused on a particular idea right now. And a lot of you Geminis is taking action on that particular idea, right? And a little quick reminder as well, Mercury is in Taurus, so our mind is going to be more focused on the reality. It's going to be more focused on something that works, something that's useful, something that's grounded, something that's practical. So right now, y'all working on it, though. Probably y'all were like thinking about like, hey, let me save this money so I could buy this, or let me save my money so I could buy this house, let me save my money so I could start my business. So a lot of you Geminis is doing that right now, man. You're not wasting any time, and being that it is your season, it speeds up the energy. You're already feeling a little more like, probably a little more airheaded, but if you have a little earth in your chart, you're pretty much grounded, and you're putting it to work. You're working towards building that goal right now with the Knight of Swords, where there's that business, that job, going back to school, or even doing that work on yourself. Y'all doing it right now. And then we got to see, like we said, the fire with the Page of Wands, the creativity is there, the passion is there, so you're adding more onto it, so it does get you going. You see the possibilities, you see the creativity that's helping, the inspiration that's helping along with it, and that's what's keeping you guys in it, motivated. That is the drive for a lot of you guys right there. The Page of Wands, that fire, you could see it. Some people might not be able to see it yet, but you see it. And right now, you gotta show these people it's gonna work out, but you gotta keep working towards it. You gotta keep putting a lot of energy, a lot of time, and once you do, boom, it starts to flourish. And for a lot of you guys, it's gonna be working. It's gonna be working. It's gonna look real good, real nice, real beautiful. For a lot of you Geminis that's been doing this for a good minute. And then we have the stars. So see, again, a lot of inspiration, like we said, a lot of creativity coming in. And then again, like we keep saying, it is your season, so it makes sense that you're gonna be picking up a lot of creativity, right? A lot of inspiration. And if you guys are already creative and you know how to channel it, you know how to use it, you know how to put it out there, you know how to put into something creative. A lot of you guys is doing that right now. And you got to. Whether you're an artist, a singer, a rapper, or you just like to write, a lot of you guys is using this creativity. See, and then we got more fire, like we said, the Knight of Wands. But y'all moving right now. You Geminis is on the go. With that idea you have in mind, that goal you have in mind, you guys are working towards it right now. You're not wasting any time. So with the Knight of Wands, we could see you Geminis, you guys are on the move. You're not wasting any time right now. Knight of Wands, we could see you guys doing that, going to work, trying to get that money, trying to save that money for that business, for that house. Some of you guys are putting that work in right now. Probably you want that relationship, you're making the first move. So with the Knight of Wands, you guys are on it right now, Gemini. And that's what we like to see, because after all, you are a spring sign too, so you're kind of like a fire sign too, man. You're very quick, very fast, man. A lot of movement right now from the Geminis. As long as that has a direction, for a lot of you guys, you'll be fine. If you're focused, you'll be fine. But we do have the Hangman. So you guys are trying to let go of a particular thing right now, a particular situation. You're almost disconnected, almost, because you are an air sign, so you could tend to think on it. You know, you might be connected in a mental way. So that kind of, keeps you connected, but, you're almost there. You're almost disconnected. You're almost gonna, some of you are already disconnected, but some of you are still kind of like in there. It's taking a while, but some of you guys is already disconnected from this particular situation right now. It's gonna take a little while, but you're almost on your way out. And we do have the moon, but you are connected to with your feminine side. With the deeper part of yourself that some people is not connected with. You guys are in tune. And this is powerful because it allows you to see yourself in a better light, to understand yourself in a deeper on a deeper level. And some people might not be able to do about themselves, but this also allows you to see certain things about you that you might not like, but you can try to improve your overall person. But you could also apply it to other people, other situations, and you could read people better. You could read the situations better, and you could kind of see if there's gonna be a car crash in a situation, so you kind of avoid a certain someone, a certain people, a certain environment. If it doesn't benefit you guys, when to fly away. The Gemini knows when to fly away. Yeah, but see, look, it's not too bad for you guys this week, for the Geminis. But we do want to know how you guys feeling right now, Gemini. It is your season, So, drop a comment, show some love, and let us know, Geminis. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Geminis.